#1 with me. And I know you want your animal news, and so Wally made the decision to go on vacation. I didn't put a gun to his head. So therefore, this is a sad day, by the way, in Monterey, California. An 8-year-old pit bull named Red died after a short battle with cancer. Why is that news, you say? I mean, we didn't wish ill for Red, did we? But Red was once part of Michael Vick's infamous dogfighting kennels. An 8-year-old pit bull arrived at the Monterey County SPCA, scars on his face and chest. It had a violent past, but Red filled a vital role by helping the pet behavior specialists with her behavior consultations. Red was trained to fight other dogs, but he found his calling helping to calm aggressive dogs. True to his gentle nature, Red would sit in a relaxed area in the training portion, serving as the calming agent, while the client eased other dogs' aggression by redirecting focus and energy. Channel all those negative thoughts to something positive. I think I was told that a couple of times when I was growing up. I probably told my kids that when they were growing up. Channel that negative energy to make something positive happen. And now Red would do the same thing. Dateline Monroe, Ohio. Monroe police spent the better part of Tuesday morning trying to corral a pair of pigs. Pot-bellied pigs got loose from the home in the 400 block of Staten Street. I've seen them, I think. Anyway, sometime after 8:30 a.m., when efforts to catch them failed, residents had to call the police. A pair of officers, along with an animal control officer, chased the pigs down. After some time, got them back in the yard. The officers told our Animal News Network, which would be News 5's Karen Johnson, however, that often it appeared the pigs were chasing them. One pig kept trying to attach itself to the officer's leg, and let's be honest, we all know what that means. Once corralled in the yard, one of the pigs charged at me and grabbed hold of my leg, said Officer Eric Walton. His partner said Walton had a tough time shaking the animal as Officer Walton tried a couple of times to get away. The little guy just kept following him, said Officer Bobby Sparks. I was laughing pretty much the whole time. Yes, as we all would. This is from Philadelphia. They have animal news in the big cities, too, now. Don't think that Philadelphia doesn't have their share of animal news. The headline is, Missing Marion Chicken Meets a Violent End. This is Village Idiot's animal news correspondent Stephanie Farr, who also moonlights at the Philadelphia Daily News. Says when two of Lauren Stelzer's pet chickens went missing last week, she put out a Facebook message to her neighbors in the community of Lower Merion. Subject line said, chickens on the lam. But at least one Lower Merion Township police officer didn't see the message or the lost chickens poster that she had put up throughout the neighborhood when the officer responded to a call for a large orange chicken running at large on a residential lawn. He got his fireman friend to skewer Connie the chicken with a bow and an arrow. Oops. The department's opinion is that the officer could have used much better judgment in the resolution of this issue, said Lower Merion Lieutenant Christopher Polo. Stelzer's chicken woes began in mid-March when a bloodthirsty raccoon broke into her chicken coop and killed 3 or 4 chickens. She adopted 2 more to keep the lone survivor company. You can't have one chicken by itself. You need a flock, she said. But about a week ago, The 2 new chickens flew the coop, Stelzer said. She went to the social media and missing posters to find them. One of the chickens was apprehended in the neighbor's yard. Stelzer said she took her and 5 others to corral it. Took her a long time, finally get it back home. But there was no sign the other chickens were anywhere, which is odd because chickens don't hide. They putter around, quote unquote. It wasn't until the next day when a neighbor with knowledge of the incident saw Stetzer's Facebook posting and told her of the foul fate of her friend. See, it's obligatory in articles like this to use the term foul and feather and beak. And I was very surprised and disappointed because I'd been looking for the darn thing for 24 hours. 24 hours straight. She pulled the Pat Summit on this one. She wouldn't rest. And then, yeah. And she says, here, after an hour, it disappeared. They shot it with a bow and arrow. That's a good shot. You gotta give it very credit on that. Dateline, Pumpkin Center, North Carolina. I thought I've heard of every place in the South. And have been at some of them and eaten in most of them. But I've never been to Pumpkin Center, North Carolina. Lincoln County Animal Services seized 250 animals from a farm in the Pumpkin Center community on Tuesday, saying the farm's owner is being investigated for animal cruelty. Charges against Charles Skipper. Chuck Skipper, his friends probably call him. The decision to file charges will not be made until all the animals are examined and testify. I added that. It could take days. It looked like a rodeo at the farm Tuesday as workers with animal control lassoed hogs, horses, and chickens. Neighbors who did not want to be identified say they were glad to see animal control at the old Skipper farm. These animals have been in really bad shape for the last 3 years, the neighbor said. They're not fed properly. There's no veterinary care. Lincoln County Animal Services Director Jack Curley said he gave Skipper plenty of orders. Better take better care of your animals. Obviously, it's not gotten done. So Tuesday, Curley and his crew seized all 250 animals on the old Skipper farm. Now, Skipper admits he's had some trouble taking care of them. He said, they're like my kids. But there's been less work and a bad economy, and that means less food for them. The food staples are corn chips and bread. Now, who would be satisfied in that? Corn chips and bread? What more could you ask for? Curley said carb loading the animal isn't healthy, and the animals were suffering, and so he understands as much as it is. Let's see. Let's go to Gladstone, Missouri. A Gladstone couple call him their miracle dog, a treasured pet that was missing for 16 months. Came home on Good Friday. Dog's name is Suede. Suede and his mother are Sharpies. They disappeared while their owners, Cheryl and Henry Parente, were on their honeymoon. In December of 2008, Cheryl Parente moved her dogs with her to her new neighborhood just before she left for the honeymoon. 2 days later, movers delivered a piece of furniture while the couple was gone. The family thinks the dogs saw an open door, and a chance to find their owners. We think they're looking for Cheryl, said Henry Parente. Instead of being found by the dogs, the Parentes lost them. The couple spent days driving around Pleasant Valley, where the 2 dogs were spotted from time to time, so they saw them out and about. Henry Parente said he and his wife prayed that they'd find the dog every night. He said that last week, they're about ready to give up. 16 months, driving around every night, praying every night. Dog come back, Lassie come home, or Suede come home. Then the Parentes got a call from the animal control officer. Suede had been found still wearing the collar and tags. Tags led the workers to the Parentes. The couple plans to get Suede a microchip to keep him from getting lost again. Animal control workers said they caught Suede using a humane trap. So Suede is back in the fold. So yay for Suede. He's back in the game. Let us end, shall we, on today's edition of Animal News on that happy note. Suede is back home. The Parentes are happy. Spring has sprung. Summer's just around the corner. How bad could it be? And that is your version of today's Animal News. I'll recap for Mr. Witkowski if he wants to know the update. Thank you, all the correspondents from Pumpkin Center, North Carolina, and Philadelphia, and Gladstone, Missouri, and all points unknown. Talk Radio 102.3, your leader in animal news, no doubt. And that ain't bragging. That's just fact. Talk Radio 102.3, WGOW FM.